Greetings everyone, Brett here with Hammerhead Model Making with my final video of 2022. Today we're going to look at some of the numbers for Hammerhead Model Making. Starting off, I completed 22 projects this year, which is great output for me, and I'm really quite pleased with that. Some of them were pretty big projects too. I uploaded 24 videos to the channel. There was a bit of a pause during the summer because my PC was broken, so I think next year will be much better. We had 186,000 unique views this year, which is just mind-blowing for me because I think last year we had something like 40,000 unique views. So really trending upwards there, which is great. And to go along with that, we had almost 4,000 new subscribers this year, which again is just super humbling, and I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. I also managed to enter 2 contests this year, one in person and one on Instagram. And I came home with 3 medals and 1 certificate, so I am very pleased with those results, and I hope to continue that. But let's move on to the actual builds. Now, there will be a few on here that you haven't seen videos for yet, and I promise you the videos for those are coming. So today we're going to start off with the Academy F8U Crusader. This was a great little kit. I added a resin seat, resin pilot, resin wing fold set, aftermarket decals to represent a VF-84 jet. This is for my Jolly Rogers collection, and really enjoyed this build. It was a lot of fun. Added a lot of scratch-built plumbing and details in the wheel wells. Good little kit. Next up, we have Academy's P51C. This was another fun little kit. I tried experimenting with a couple of things that didn't quite work out, namely the canopy masking. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with this tiny little kit. I would like to, however, build the Arma Hobby kit now. I think it's going to be much better. Next up, we have Airfix's F4F Wildcat. Now, I've built this kit before, and I absolutely love it. It's a great kit. Highly recommended for both beginners and experienced modelers. A lot of fun with this one. And I also did this one as a dual build with the Arma Hobby FM2 Wildcat. Again, fantastic kit, packed full of so much detail. You get photo etch, you get canopy masks in this kit. Also, you get different selections for understore weapons. Highly recommend this kit. It's great. In fact, get both of them. Totally worth your time. This is the Tamiya Panzer III. This diorama is loosely inspired by the Battle of Kursk. However, everybody was kind enough to point out that the Panzerfaust didn't exist yet, so slightly inaccurate, but nonetheless very fun. I enjoyed it was a totally different diorama for me. Lots of figure painting, but this one was a blast, and I'm really proud of it. Here we have Airfix's Spitfire. I think it's the Mark 19, and other than this, that weird cowling piece in front of the canopy, it's a great kit. Love the detail. My favorite version of the Spitfire. Don't have me. Love it. Highly recommend the kit. Here we have Academy's F35A in 1/72 scale. I made a lot of mistakes on this kit. I would like to revisit this kit at some point and do it better. The kit itself is actually really good, so don't use my work here as a reference for it. The kit's good. I did a bad job on it. Next up, we have the Dragon Tiger 1. This is the Autocarius Dragon or Autocarius Tiger, and with Zimmerit. It's a dragon kit, so it's fiddly, but it's extremely well detailed, and it looks great when you get it all put together. And this one was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun painting this one and giving it the weathering and the camo. So another one that I recommend. This great little kit is the Hobby Boss Bearcat. It's one of their easy kits, so it's super low part count, but don't let that turn you away. It's actually a good kit, and it's fairly detailed for what you're paying for it. And honestly, it turns out a pretty decent Bearcat, especially if you want 1/72 scale. So I would recommend this for a quick weekend build kind of a project. I followed that up with the Academy Hellcat in 72nd scale. This is another part of the Bearcat, and this one are both part of my Jolly Roger collection. I added some resin gun bays and a resin cockpit. It's a very simple kit, but I think it looks like a good looking Hellcat to me. Here we have a fun little diorama that I did of a Bradley named Carnivore. This is actually based off of a picture from the first Gulf War, so I had to get, there's a lot of details I had to get right, but it was fun doing a lot of the customization and scratch built on that one. Now we have the beginning of a trio of Edward kits. We have their Hellcat, and I've built this kit before on the channel, and highly recommend this kit. The Profi Pack version of this kit is just, it's awesome. It is great, and I think it's the better Hellcat on the market in this scale. And to follow that up, we have Edward's BF-109 G6. And again, this is another fabulous kit from a technical standpoint. I do understand that there are some inaccuracies with the overall shape and dimensions of the 109, but that aside, the kit's great. Highly recommend it. It's a phenomenal build. And to round out the trio of Edward kits, we have their brand new Zero. And if you've watched the video on this one, you know how much I gush about the cockpit. The cockpit itself is a kit unto itself, and this kit is just phenomenal. The fit was amazing, and this is like, to me, a level awesomeness on this kit. I totally recommend it if you're a fan of the Pacific War in general or Zeros. Go out and buy it. Italery's TR-1B. So this is the trainer version of the U2, and I will be doing a video on this the first of the new year, so stick tuned for that because there's more information I want to share on this one. But it was an interesting build. Next up, we have the F9 Panther, and I recently did a video on this one, and if you've watched it, you'll know how much I gush about this kit. I won't do this very often, but I think you need to go out and buy this kit right now. It is a blast to put together. It's a neat subject that is not really well represented in scale modeling, and it's just, this is probably one of my top 5 kits ever, period. It's great. I love it. And if I haven't said it already, you should go out and buy one because it's cheap. Next up, we have the F105D, Old Crow 2. You're going to get a lot of pictures of this one because I am extremely pleased with this one. I built this one up for an Instagram competition that was hosted by Hank over at Sprues and Brews. You should look him up. He's awesome. And I put everything into this kit. So this is the Hobby Boss kit. The kit itself is mediocre. It requires a lot of work to make it look good, but it's worth it because it's awesome. I ended up putting resin in this. I ended up putting photo etch in this. I ended up putting scratch built work into this. I 3D printed stuff for this diorama. I bought figures and everything to go around it, built the base up from scratch. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun. And this won me an award for the Instagram contest. So I am just tickled pink with this kit. And it's probably one of my more favorite projects that I've done in the last 10 years or so. Definitely this year, I think this is my pièce de résistance kit this year. So I will have a video coming out for this one shortly as well. And it'll be a pretty in-depth video because I do both the jet and all of the base work. Here we have F3H Demon by Sword. I did it. This was one of my very first reviews, 5-minute review videos, and I was wrong with this kit. This kit ended up being a lot of fun and much simpler than I was expecting it to be for a limited run kit. Also Jolly Rogers, check out the video when it comes out. I have another Airfix P40. I built the Pearl Harbor version last year, and this year we did the Flying Tigers, and I really wanted to kind of do a contrast with the Pearl Harbor one, which was nice and clean. This one's pretty dirty and beaten up. They were unfortunately not able to well maintain these airplanes, so this was that was a fun project for weathering. Here we have a project that I was not expecting to get, but this was a really fun one. This is the Fly 1/32 scale Westland Wessex helicopter. And this was totally like out of my normal realm of modeling, but this was a fun challenge. It's a limited run kit, multimedia, mixed media kit, and I really had fun building that kit. And to round up 2022, we have Academy's USS Indianapolis. I literally just finished this like 2 days ago from when I recorded this video, and I had such a fun project with this, or such a fun time on this project. Shout out to Matt on Instagram. You know who you are. And anyways, thanks for a good year, and hopefully we'll have a great year next year. Check out my new logo. Cheers.